How's it going today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name, as always, is Hicksydust, and with Super Bowl Sunday around the corner, I figured we'd play a little Madden today. Now, I've basically gone through and made all the changes that I want for this team, the biggest being Daniel Jones is not my quarterback. Daniel Jones in this game, he just throws a wildly inaccurate ball. I signed Taylor Gabriel, but like I said, Daniel Jones is just, he's wildly inaccurate in this game. I hope he makes improvements playing in real life, but as of right now in the game, he's just kind of hard to play with. So I went out and got Josh Rosen instead, and we're going to see how that treats us. The one thing I don't like is they gave him Eli's number, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to change that up a little bit since Eli's number is retired. Go ahead and give him number 4. Why not? Now we already did our training. We've already did all that, so we're just gonna jump right into the game, guys. I'll be playing on the All-Pro difficulty. I always like to start in the preseason versus the regular season. Preseason has more players available, so if you're trying to, really customize the team or really get the team the way you want it, you want to try and start in the preseason, because if you sim to the regular season, all the players are going to be signed. It's just going to be harder to really upgrade your positions. But yeah, let's get to it. I myself will be rooting for Tampa Bay in this Super Bowl.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the New York Giants.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gunn. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting out pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 3rd season now from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
Booyah.
Had to play through some sickness and injury, but the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is
that was just enough.
Jets first down as they're able to get
Just
the 3rd
enough.
down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The 35-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and
out of the shotgun. Here's
boom.
Darnold.
Oh,
Darnold, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And leading them out in his 3rd season from UCLA, a former 10th overall pick, Josh Rosen.
It's easy to see the big-time arm. It's also easy to see the pinpoint accuracy and delivery. But how about his footwork as well? An amateur tennis player, that honed what he can do in the pocket, his ability to slide and move away from pressure and be able to find receivers open downfield.
okay.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10.
Easy.
And he will take it on.
That's the reason I went out and got Josh Rosen. He just throws that nice, tight, accurate spiral.
26 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter.
Oh, I miffed that. Little late on that.
Advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when
a couple
every
missed
team
tackles
gets
there.
together for the first time, I don't care if it's
Couple
OTAs,
missed tackles.
mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's in.
All right, close game.
Jets. Brashad Perriman, 53 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from the wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that.
That would have been great.
Yeah, this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
On play action, Rosen.
Oh.
He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays.
That made that an easy first down.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed, that time.
Nice.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 57 yards. And the Giants are going to jump
See if
back
I can
in
get that
front.
missed point back.
The Giants will line up.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines.
That was close.
Get it back and fast.
That was close.
Throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Darnold.
Oh, come on. That should have been an easy pick.
There, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Crowder, incomplete.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
9-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On Bell, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
12.
All right, so we're going to let it change quarters, and I think now the backups will start to come on.
Our score.
Giants 14.
Yep, you see Flacco.
7.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. B.J. Hill drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we
pass
saw the
interference
forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The intended receiver was set to Valve. On first down, McCoy complete to his tight end, set to Valve.
Colt McCoy.
That catch good for only a couple.
Pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. 5 yards on the play. And
from the gun on 3rd down. McCoy, he'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. McCoy. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now it's Penny, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the
That's why you got a
fullback.
fullback.
Grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10.
The Giants defense getting ready to go here. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections. How do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often? All those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A gain of 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Flacco from midfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go pass again with Flacco. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Got rocked.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It is no good.
Wide right.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
And the Giants
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
And it's caught.
Boom.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he finds his man, Griffin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Flacco. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete.
I think he almost had that.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third
I'm going to
down.
skip halftime just to save time on the video.
We fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing on first down, McCoy. That's caught by Penny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
To number 39.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though. Corey Coleman, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman. 61 yards, and the Giants add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
If only I could have gotten that out, that might have worked.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
my attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to Dixon. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit.
Oh, and this ball's
tip ball.
intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's McCoy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Davis there on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. McCoy looking deep here for Dion Lewis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Passing play, Flacco finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to it quickly and holding them to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Flacco will take to the air again. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, it's Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Down and 7.
Flacco from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. They try again with Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run. This is Lewis. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. McCoy. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to Levine Toilolo.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
I was just trying to run down the clock on that one.
Dion Lewis, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flacco's throw there, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Flacco. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 24. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Jets.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis.
And with that, we can just let the clock run out.
The 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
All right, guys, that's it for this episode. We had a successful match against the New York Jets in preseason. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked what you saw here today. And I hope you guys come back for more Hicksydust content. Thank you so much.